Time crazy. Shalom, y'all. Police Officer 5000, Shalai Yala. Of course, represent the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, on the 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Today is the Brotherhood class. You understand? Every Tuesday is the Brotherhood class. We say Brotherhood. We know that means synonymous with sisterhood. All right, synonymous means the same thing, equal. You understand? Just alike. All right, so you already know we hold our sisters accountable. This is we hold our brothers accountable. All right. So today is the Brotherhood class. We're gonna speak on brotherhood, something that is absolutely imperative to the nation. It's absolutely important. It's the pulse of brotherhood and sisterhood. It's the core of brotherhood and sisterhood. All right, and this is very important to talk about. We see the climate of the things that's going on today. We see how there's different issues and problems and so forth and so on going on out in the community, out in the world. All right. So, you know, today we gotta talk about certain things and do certain things in order for us to you know to get right, so within the community. You understand? So, like I said, today's brother class, we're gonna talk about it, see what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? See how we can progress these things. Now, the key to the brotherhood is these scriptures. You understand what I'm saying? We've seen out the gang culture, seen Bloods and Crips and all these other entities out there, you know what I'm saying, that seem to be having a strong grip on the community. You know what I'm saying? It's something that we got to, something we got to take hold of. You know what I'm saying? Those brothers and sisters, they strong. You understand? But that strength is directed into the wrong direction. You know what I'm saying? It's directed into the wrong atmosphere and the wrong vibe. You understand? So that's something that we got to work on as a community. So we got too much black on black crime. We got too much black on Latino crime and so on and so on. When I say black, by the way, I speak of all the tribes. You understand what I'm saying? And there's too much inner violence going on. Too much of us hating each other and going back and forth with each other. Too much of us not understanding each other. You understand? And that's one thing we have to do as a people is learn how to understand each other, to build some rapport with each other. That's empathy and compassion for each other. That doesn't mean you sugarcoat things. That doesn't mean you just act like everything's okay, you'll be fine. No. Sometimes love is rough and rugged. You know what I'm saying? It's an iron sharpened iron. And that's just the way it is. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to be honest with each other. But then again, in that honesty, we have to make sure that we are compassionate. You understand? That we do show some care. You understand? And that's what we're going to have to go over today. All right. We're going to bear each other's burdens. We're going to learn how to understand each other, have some type of judgment, all right, and without passing any types of judgment on each other. All right, we're going to sit there and see where you can meet a brother, sister right where they're at. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what we're going to go into. Hey, Shalom, brother. How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Good to see you. Absolutely. So, like I was saying previously to the audience listening out in internet land, you know what I'm saying? We today's brotherhood class. Every Tuesday we go over brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? We got it. We got things broken up. Monday's history class, Tuesday's brotherhood class, Wednesday's the law class, so forth and so on. So we're going to be speaking on brotherhood and sisterhood as well. You know what I'm saying? How it's imperative to the community. How we're going to go into the scriptures and see what the Most High God say about it. Because I can talk all damn day. I can sit and say what I want to say. We're going to go into the scriptures, see what the scriptures got to say about brotherhood. Now, the one thing we're focusing on today is learning how to bear each other's burdens. You understand what I'm saying? Especially growing up in the community. We grew up with brothers and sisters that may have dealt with parents that got drug issues, drug problems, brothers that may be incarcerated, sisters might be, stripping, might be doing all types of activities, all types of things. And you got brothers and sisters that they go outside, they hang outside and be with brothers and sisters, and they act out. They might be drinking too much, smoking too much, acting up, because really on the inside they hurting. Really on the inside, they don't have no place to release themselves and talk. You know what I'm saying? A lot of brothers and sisters, they don't feel comfortable talking to other brothers and sisters because it deems them to be weak. It deems them to feel like, yo, nobody want to hear that. So you don't want to talk about it. You want to keep it bottled inside. And the more brothers and sisters keep things bottled inside, the more they become explosive, the more they get angry. You understand what I'm saying? This is why a lot of our brothers and sisters can't stay in relationships together. They can't keep it there. Why? Because it's really two hurt people that haven't found an outlet to release themselves. You understand what I'm saying? And that's something we have to change throughout the community. We have to change throughout the nation. You understand what I'm saying? The white man did a good job by dividing us. You know what I'm saying? By making brothers go over here, those go over here. We got dark skin don't like light skin, and this, that, and other. You from this city, I'm from that city. You from this coast, that coast, all into the garbage. You know what I'm saying? That we as black people, when I say black, I mean all the tribes, we had these are devices, you know what I'm saying, that keep us separated. You know what I'm saying? You don't see Asian men saying, your eyes are more chinkier than mine. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk about garbage. They don't talk about that type of distractions. You know what I'm saying? But we do. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because really we got some pain inside of us that we just cannot get out. You understand what I'm saying? I tell a story once in a while. When I was away for a minute, I was talking to a brother, and he would be considered what society would say a tough guy. You understand what I'm saying? He done did a few years in prison. When I say a few, maybe about 12, 15 years in prison. Very, very angry brother. You know what I'm saying? He talked about his times where he has assaulted other brothers and cut them and so forth and so on. And he lived this violent life. You understand what I'm saying? And once me and him, we were sitting down, we was vibing and we was exchanging stories and everything. We kind of got down to the core of things. You understand what I'm saying? On where did this violence come from? Because kids ain't just born like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you go through things and it builds this character up, this mask you got to put on when you come outside. You understand what I'm saying? So this mask he had on was this tough dude. You know what I'm saying? He didn't play that. Ice grilling and staring and what you looking at, nigga, and that kind of persona. You understand? Which is understandable because, like I said, a lot of brothers and sisters walk around angry. So as we sitting there talking, he get to crying. When we talking, he said, man, my brother used to rape me when I was young. You know what I'm saying? My brother used to rape me. And he talked about how his brother, he got detailed with it on how his brother would come in the room. And he was a little brother. His brother was a little older. You know what I'm saying? His brother going through the puberty stage and things of that nature. It was best to experiment on his little brother. So he would take advantage of his brother. And as a child, he never said nothing about it. You understand? He kept it to himself. And, nobody would want to hear that. It's to stop lying. Nobody want to hear that. Nobody listened to him. You understand? So he kept it pent up on the inside. And as he grew older, he started to build up this resentment. You know what I'm saying? This anger. And instead of taking his anger out on his brother, because he had that little brother syndrome to where, the older brother was always scared of the older brother a little bit. Just a little. That's big bro. As he got older and older, he started taking all his anger out on individuals outside. You understand? So the first nigga to look at him wrong, he was on him. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't keep a woman because he was argumentative. You understand? Maybe had a resentment because his mama didn't listen to him. So now you got to take it out on her. You understand? A brother violated him. So instead of being violated, having an opportunity or waiting for another brother to violate him, he decided he was going to violate him first. You understand? By assaulting him some kind of way. You understand? And he had this anger pent up inside of him, and he just couldn't do it. So he turned to sniffing coke. It all started off smoking weed, a little lightly, and all that. Then it graduates. You know what I'm saying? Now he's putting some crack in your weed, sniffing some cocaine, maybe shooting some dope or sniffing some dope, smoking some dust. It starts off partying, but after a while, it's turned to an escape. You understand? Then you find yourself in some motel somewhere with the shades down, so it's dark in the room, and you sitting there getting high by yourself, crying to yourself, laughing to yourself. You don't know what the hell is going on. You understand what I'm saying? And he fell into this dark hole. And like I said, that dark hole put a lot of scars on other brothers' face. You understand what I'm saying? until he got to a point to where he could express himself. And it took him almost 50 years to get to that point. Not only that, during this time, he still had to see his brother at Thanksgiving, Christmas at Nana's house, and going over there and seeing him. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't confront his brother. He still was a little scared of his brother. You understand? But one day he built up the courage to say something to his brother, right? And when he said something to his brother about how he felt about what he did, his brother ignored it. Said that never happened. You know what I'm saying? And this, that, and other. Made him even madder, but he felt good that he got off his chest. You understand what I'm saying? Now, he's at an age now to where he could physically hurt his brother now. He ain't a little boy no more. He's an all the way grown man. But he didn't hurt his brother. You understand what I'm saying? What he did was he found a place of remorse for his brother. You understand? And his brother finally came around, and you know what his brother did that a lot of us never had? Somebody apologized for doing you wrong and not make it seem like it's your fault. You deserve that. That's why I did it to you. Like, instead of saying, I'm sorry, I was hurt, and I took it out on you, and I created that monster. You understand? I'm the reason why you got low self-esteem. I'm the reason why you hate yourself. I'm the reason why you got self-doubt. I'm the reason why you're stressed out, why you're sitting there worrying about money and what people think about you, ashamed that maybe you can't read as good as somebody else or speak as well. I'm the one that put all of that in you because of something I was going through. And as a people, that's something that we have to stop. You understand? And the first part of stopping it is recognizing and realizing that this is what happened. This is what I did, and this is why I did it. We repent for it, and we don't do it again. We go out there, we fix a brother and sister. That's what we do in here, in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, is we fix our brothers and sisters. You understand what I'm saying? It's not about coming in here and go in the corner and you got to go out there and scream and you got to do it. No. First, we have to have some type of remorse, understanding for our people. You understand? A place where a brother or sister can call and say, you know what? I'm going through this, and I feel this way. And have somebody can listen and give you some honest feedback. Not the Christian church feedback to make you feel good. You understand? Not that. To give it to you rough, rugged, and raw, but give it to you real. You understand what I'm saying? Because our spirits and our souls are like construction sites. It's going to be a lot of banging and digging and scraping and pushing, but it's going to be a lot of constructing and building. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what we got to learn how to do as a people, all right? So this is basically what the Brotherhood class is all about. And this is what we come into and teach to our people. You understand what I'm saying? So let's go into the scriptures for a little bit, all right? Let's go to Book of James. All right, let's go to Book of James. Let's start at verse 19. We started a little late. Even though you're right on time, we actually just started. I'm gonna try to run through the scriptures as fast as we can, all right? We'll go to Book of James, chapter 1. All right, and let's see if we can start at verse 19. All right. And brother, if you got any questions regarding Brotherhood, I'll try my best to answer them. All right. Anything else that I may not be able to answer, I'll write it down. I'll get in touch with the brothers that teach me, and I can find the answer for you. All right. Best way I can.
Okay.
I don't know it all, but I'm here to try to learn as much as I can. You understand what I'm saying? So we can journey on together. All right. We're gonna go to the Book of James, and we're gonna start at verse 19. Let's see what you got.
Oh God, James chapter 1, verse 19.
Uh-huh.
Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear.
Now, this is something we got to work on. You know what I'm saying? It's being swift to hear, not slow to hear. Not I'll listen to that shit when I feel like it. I don't want to hear right now the long day, and I'm stressed out right now. I don't want to hear that. Nope. It said be swift to do it. Be quick to do it. You understand what I'm saying? Why? Because you can miss out on some details. You can hear your child rambling on, and you sitting there thinking about some at work or thinking about some garbage outside. And you don't even hear what the child done said. You know what I'm saying? Something might hit you, and you might say, "Wait, what did you just say?" You know what I'm saying? What did you just say? Say it again, because you wasn't listening, which is understandable. But the scripture said we have to be swift to hear. You understand? You got to be willing and want to hear what somebody's saying. You understand what I'm saying? Because somebody could be saying something that you may have went through. It could be telling you something that you might go through later, you know. But it'd be good to hear everything that a brother and sister is saying. And I don't want to limit it to adults. We got to listen to our children. We got to listen to what these kids are saying out here. We got a lot of kids running around, and I can't say it on the air, but SMD, you know, they screaming out, suck my dick, and all types of garbage. You know what I'm saying? Have no consideration for adults being there. Just not too long ago, a month ago or so, the young brother was on the B-36 bus in the Bronx. Asked a young man to stop all that language on the phone. All that young man took out a gun and shot that man,
Right.
killed that man. You understand what I'm saying? See, this is what we can't do. You understand? Now, I'm not saying the brother was wrong for asking that brother to stop. Not wrong at all. You understand what I'm saying? But my thing is this. Sometimes we got to fall and say, I wonder why that young man is speaking like that. What made him not have no consideration for adults like that? You know what I'm saying? What's making him say that? And it might be sometimes the best approach could be like to talk to the brother. You know what I'm saying? And treat him like a man. You understand? Not treat him like a little nigga. You understand? Sometimes you can't do that. You can't say, shut up, little nigga. You know what I'm saying? And treat him like treat him like he's a young man. Talk to him. That's, yo, man, I heard you on the phone. What's going on? You all right? You know what I'm saying? At least give him a chance. Let him tell you, nigga, mind your business. Let him tell it to you. But don't assume and guess and just think, you know, he's just a delinquent. He's just a rowdy ass little kid. Nah, he's another brother that's going through some struggle, that's going through some pain, and probably don't want to go home. You know what I'm saying? How many brothers don't want to go home and sisters don't want to go home, and they stay outside all day? You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to go home. It's hell. It's hell at home. You understand? But then guess what? They're gonna find no safe haven at home. You know, I seen on the internet where a brother was it was a Crip brother. I don't know where this was at, but it was somewhere in America. And Crip brother, I guess he did something wrong and all of that. And the punishment, I don't know if he was trying to get into something, but the punishment was they're gonna whoop his ass. 6 of them. They're gonna hop on him and beat the hell out of him. You understand what I'm saying? We've been taught that that's love. Them niggas love me. They punch me all in my face, kicking me, beating me up and everything. Ask me, do I want more? And all of the kicking. Not one brother is asking me how I feel. And that may sound soft, but it's not. A lot of brothers, if they could express how they feel, they wouldn't be in the game at all. They wouldn't sell drugs because they ain't built like that. You understand? That's why a lot of brothers, man, these niggas is ratting and snitching. No. What happened is a brother who was wearing a mask tried to act like he was something that he just wasn't. And somebody should have took the time to find out what's going on, brother. Stay out of this. Back in the day, we used to have old school brothers that tell you, this ain't for you, man. Go dribble that ball. You know what I'm saying? Shoot that basketball. Go do that music. Go draw that picture. Go write them books. You know what I'm saying? Go open that store, like you said. Go do that. And not try to initiate you into some garbage, you understand, to destroy you. You understand what I'm saying? And all that comes from not listening to each other, not being able to say, man, I really don't want to join the gang, but I want to feel some camaraderie. I want to feel like I'm a part of something. I got something to give. You understand? And it's more than bullets and killing and all that. I got more in life to give than that. You understand? And nobody takes the time to find out what that is. Because I won't give a damn what it is. If you were a black man here, you were the chosen man of God, and you got something inside of you. You may think it's nothing, but the Most High God think it's something. You understand? And it's our duty to pull it out of you. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care what it is. Brothers like to paint. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers like to do tactical training and things of that nature. That's good too. You know what I'm saying? There's brothers and sisters got all types of talents. You understand? And it's a shame because you know when they find them talents at? Doing life in prison. Brother sitting there. He know how to sew. He can make. I seen a brother take some wet paper, toilet paper, and made some dice out the toilet. I mean, it got hard and everything. Had all the dots in it. Had just amazing. Make chessboard and chess pieces out of cardboard. No, I mean all types of talent. And now it's sitting in the prison somewhere underground. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't going to see the light of day. Brothers in there cooking. You ever seen these videos? Brothers in there frying chicken, cooking gourmet meals in prison. You understand what I'm saying? Why? Because they didn't have the opportunity to release themselves to somebody to hear them. Nobody listened. You understand? Now I'm not going to say it's too late because there's great men in the Bible who have made tremendous marks out in the world behind prison walls. You understand what I'm saying? So that don't stop them, but it sure do put heavy lump and bump to get over. It's a hell of a speed bump to get over. But before our brothers and sisters crash, it's good for us to stop them now. And it all comes with being swift to hear. Just listen once in a while. You understand? Just listen once in a while. And you know why you should listen? Because you want somebody to listen to you. You understand? Keep reading.
Come on, come. Slow to speak. Slow to wrath.
Slow to speak. Don't be slow to cut the brother off, cut the sister off. Shut me what you're talking about. I just cut them off. Don't want to hear what they got to say. That's what we do to our children. Shut up. Shut the hell up. Don't do what I do. You do what I say. Get your dumb ass in there. I said bring me the green washcloth, not the blue one. You can't hear? You understand what I'm saying? Yell at the kid, send a 9-year-old kid to go to the store. Go to the store and bring me back some milk. And he bring back some Nestle Quick. There's still milk, but ain't the milk you want. What, you stupid? Are you dumb? Are you and you understand what I'm saying? Just hopping on top of kids. Because these are brothers and sisters too. Right. So it says, be swift to hear, slow to speak. And what's the last one?
Slow to wrath.
Don't be so quick to get mad at each other. Don't be so quick to get so mad. You understand what I'm saying? And we got a habit of doing that. You understand? We got a habit of doing that. It's getting so mad so quick. You understand? And at the end of the day, once we react from the wrath, you know what we say? Damn, I shouldn't have did that. You know, sometimes I be acting up. You understand? Sometimes I be acting up. Read verse 20.
Come on, God, verse 20. For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of God.
When you get mad at a wrath like that, you're not working the righteousness of the Most High God. You're not doing what the Most High God wants you to do. That don't mean be angry, but the scriptures do say, "Be angry and sin not." I'm paraphrasing. You understand? So there's nothing wrong with being mad. Oppression make a wise man mad. That's what the scriptures say. You should be mad about your conditions, but you shouldn't be in wrath towards another brother or another sister. You understand? Not in wrath. All we got to do is look on these damn phones, and you see sisters is all in gas stations beating each other up. But now they're escalating now. I seen a sister shoot a man. I'm talking about just popped him. Then he said, "Baby, you know, I don't know if it was AI or not. If it was AI, they should take that down because it wasn't funny." Shot a man right in his car in front of everybody. Man had his child in the car. You understand? What can make you so mad to take another person's life? And your life is not even in danger. I'm not saying don't defend yourself now. You got to defend yourself. That's different. You got to defend yourself. Scriptures say to defend yourself. But to be just so mad that I'm just going to kill this nigga. That's it. I want him gone. You know what I'm saying? That's rough. Another black man, you understand? Before we react to each other, do we take the time just to reflect and say, damn, this nigga look like me? He come from where I come from? He might have a different slang or a different term, but we all talking the same jazz. We all talking the same thing. I say, yo, what's up, son? And he say, what up, cuz? We both talking the same damn thing. It's just two different tones. Do we ever take the time to reflect that this man is just like me? He gets stopped and frisked just like me. You understand what I'm saying? He's overworked and underpaid just like me. School system shitted on him too, just like me. You understand? Maybe his mother and father and sister and brother, maybe the family's all disgruntled and messed up, just like mom. Maybe his father's on dope too. Maybe his mother got 3 or 4 different kids, and my older sister's father, he come take her, don't take me. You know, all these type of things that happens in our life. You know what I'm saying? And it may not be us personally, but you know somebody. Everybody. What's the one thing we always say as black folks? Everybody knows somebody out on crack. Do you know a crackhead? Yeah, you know a crackhead, y'all? I know a crackhead. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we know them. Guess what? How do we all know them? Because we all come from the same dirt and the same mud. You understand what I'm saying? I don't give a damn what zip code you're from. We all come from the same mud. And we got to be swift to hear, and we got to be slow to speak and slow to get mad at each other. Because we get mad at each other like that so quickly, you understand? We're not doing what the Most High God wants us to do, and that's practice patience with your brother. Bear your brother's burden. Listen to your brother. If I don't eat, you don't eat, we don't eat. If you cry, I cry. You understand? If you happy, I'm happy. You understand? And it's not about material things. You got this and I got that and all of that. Nigga, just because you smiling, because the coffee tastes good this morning to you, brother. I'm happy for you too. You understand what I'm saying? Let's go to Proverbs. All right. Go to Proverbs, and we're going to go to chapter, I believe it's 18. All right. Right. Let's see. All right, go to Proverbs chapter 18 real quick, see what they got over there. 18 and verse 13.
Oh God. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 13.
Uh-huh.
He that answereth a matter before he heareth it.
What does that mean? You're gonna talk before you even hear what's going on. You understand? Let's take an example. A few years back, remember the brother Junior up in the Bronx. You understand? So some girl made some call on him, said he did this, that, and the other. From what we understand, she was lying. Them brothers hunted him down. A child. Hunted him down, chased him. He ran into the store, hopped over the counter seeking help. This is on camera. They came in the store, dragged him from around the corner, took him outside, and stabbed him how many times? 18, 20 something times. Just stabbed him to death. Yeah. They didn't say, yo, did you do this? Did you do that? They didn't even ask him. They didn't even check him. You know what I'm saying? They at least grab him by the collar and throw him against the wall and ask him. Did you do this? Did you do that? Yo, bring her over here and just, we talk in front. They didn't even hold court with the brother. They just went stabbed him up and all of that. You understand what I'm saying? And what did that lead to? Them got a brother gone, a child gone, a mother, she got to be disturbed for the rest of her life. You understand? If you see your child all stabbed to death like that in a morgue, I worked in the morgue. You understand? If you come in and you see a child all stabbed up and cut up in the morgue, that's your thought forever. That's your vision of that child forever. That's going to be in your dreams. That's going to be in your thoughts, your daydreams, your night, or whatever. It's going to be in your brain. It's going to be seared into your brain. Now she's gone. You understand? The brothers that did the crime, they in prison for the rest of their life. Except for one of them. Guess what someone did? Caught up to him, found him dead in prison. Now it's just a bunch of death that's happening. The boy gone, other ones in prisons for life. One of them is dead in the prison. A mother's messed up, all because nobody had the opportunity to talk. All because nobody wanted to hear what happened. All they did was turn the wrath. They ain't want to listen. They just went and acted on out. Now everybody's dead. Whether it's physically or spiritually, everybody's dead. You understand? All because you didn't open your goddamn mouth and your ears and listen. You understand? And figure it out. Those men were older than that boy. They could have said, yo, come here, little man. What happened? You know what I'm saying? Talk to him. What happened, man? Little such said you did this, that, and other. Is that true? You know what I'm saying? And fix it. Mediate the problem. We can't do that. Why? Because we angry. Walking around, mad at each other. For what? You understand? All because some devices that society has placed in our life. You understand? And we have took the white man's pleasure, made it our pain, and took that pain and made it a tradition. Brothers look forward to going to jail. You know what I'm saying? They think that's the man code, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They talk to you. They ask you, where you from? You been locked up before? You be like, nah, this little punk ass nigga, square. You know, damn. You know, this is what we done made. We done made it a tradition. You know, and then we get them Asians. That's not the tradition. They the biggest criminals, but that's not the tradition. You know what I'm saying? White folks are biggest criminals. That's not the tradition. To us, we make it a tradition. You a real man. You've been locked up. You understand? Well, how about this? Let's reverse that and change that dynamic. How about real men keep young brothers and sisters out of the system? Let's try that. Because all the other shit we've been doing, excuse my language, it ain't been working. If anybody's noticed, you know what I'm saying? It's 2026. Okay, I was born in 80. The 2026, that was some George Jetson stuff to me. 2026. I think cars or something gonna be flying around or something. No, same heroin addicts is out here. You understand? Now they got fentanyl and K2 and all of this. You understand? Same people outside, defecating outside. You understand? I just seen a brother last week. I came to class. The brother was in between the cars taking a dump. I want to say something else. He was defecating in between the cars. And I'm not going to say, nigga, what the fuck? What can I do? Brother, I feel your pain. Because guess what? I'm one paycheck away from being just like you.
Right.
You understand? I'm struggling too. You understand? I felt the brother's pain. You understand? It's just 2026. You understand? I think we need to do something different. Try something new. You understand what I'm saying? Let's read it from the top again.
Come on, Clyde. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 13. He that answereth a matter before he heareth it, it is folly.
It's folly. It's foolishness for you to interject yourself into something you know nothing about. You know how many brothers and sisters is dead because of that? You understand what I'm saying? You know how many women are caught? You look at what's the Rap City? Remember Rap City? What's Big Tigger? The sister, her eye was all black and everything else. Come to find out, the nigga just wanted his cell phone and didn't barely touch her. She flopped all on the ground and all. He just like, can I get my phone? Yeah, about to ruin this man's life. You understand? About to ruin this man's life, make him some woman beater somewhere. You can't get locked up for that. That's you got to be one tough cookie. You know what I'm saying? You get locked up for some garbage like that. But that's all foolishness. You understand? All foolishness because another woman may have been in his phone. I'm gonna tell you this: if she had this truth that we in, she would know that man can have another woman.
That's right. And
she'd be in line.
Right.
And she wouldn't even want that nigga's phone because he's right there next to her. She better do her job.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? If she had this truth, this is why we have to go out on these streets. And we got to teach classes with one brother in here. And we got to do that. That's it. One at a time. You understand? That's what fishermen do. You don't go out and catch the whole goddamn ocean. One fish at a time.
Right.
One fish at a time. Because that one fish is somebody to God.
Right.
Somebody. You understand? I don't care what society says about it. I don't care what his mama or whatever say about it. God said something about it. You understand what I'm saying? So everyone is important. And we got to look at brothers and sisters like that, have some value on each other. That man's important. I don't give a damn what he do. You understand what I'm saying? He's important. He has to know that. And if he knows that as a youth, as he goes up, the scripture say, train up a child in the way they should go. If he understands and she understands how valuable she is, not just to society, but to the earth. God said we're the salt of the earth.
Right.
If children know this, when we grow up, we'll have less murders, less abortions, you understand, less gang banging and all this other garbage. You understand what I'm saying? It'll be less than that. You understand? And it's our job and our duty to make sure that happens. Some say, man, that shit don't work. Well, it must work because I'm sitting up here. You understand? I had to put all the drugs down and put all the what I thought was cool down because it wasn't cool. You understand? Because one day you're going to be sitting in a place somewhere by yourself, crying at night. And your boy, you're going to be ramming rod up in your girl. That girl that you think you love so much. Yeah, you're going to be ramming rod up in her. And you're going to be somewhere miles away, crying, wiping your tears, and coming out the next morning acting like you're tough. You understand what I'm saying? Wearing a mask. All right? It's time for us to change that. Let's read it again.
Come on, come. He that answereth a matter before he heareth it, it is folly and shame unto him.
It just bring you to shame. To interject into something you don't know, even know what's going on, you're just going to jump in the matter and you're going to handle it. That's all. Your thing is to be Mr. Machismo or Miss Machismo. You're going to hop in there. I'm going to take care of it. Don't know what the hell's going on. You understand? And after that, all you do is bring shame to yourself. You say, damn, why did I do that? How many brothers were killed because somebody was sleeping with their woman, acting crazy? Instead of just saying, you know what, you got that. I'm gonna let the Most High handle that. I'm out. Forget, I'm going. No, they're gonna blow his head off. His head. You understand what I'm saying? Should have been in prison somewhere. Guess what? She going on about her business, getting a whole nother set of rods. Got a whole phone full of rods. You sitting somewhere with your mother coming on a goddamn bus 8 hours away to bring you some goddamn socks and shit. Excuse my language. You understand what I'm saying? Come on, man. Things got to change. Let's go to the book of Romans. All right. We're going to book of Romans 12 and 15. Romans.
Right? Romans chapter 12, verse 15. Rejoice with them. Rejoice with them that do rejoice.
What it says, that says, rejoice with them that do rejoice. What does that mean? If a brother is happy or a sister's happy, be happy for them just being happy. Do you know what kind of society we live in? Do you know what kind of society we live in? Listen, we go on the internet, right? And I know you were witness to this show. We go on the internet, we'll put something up. You know, brother done got unalived by the police, whatever. Right? See brothers and sisters talking about it and all that. What's the one thing we've been seeing on that internet though? Man, them white boys gonna make that comment and they put monkey signs up and you niggers this and I mean they got all the comments. You understand what I'm saying? No mercy. None. They're just heartless. You understand? Right. And they say, why y'all hate white people so much? Listen, I don't hate white people that much. I just love my brother and sister that much. I love them more than that. I just love them so much.
Right.
I have no choice but to hate. I hate when my child catch a cold because I love my child. You know what I'm saying? So what? I hate colds. You know what I'm saying? Because I love my child. You understand what I'm saying? So you see the white boys on there and all of that? You should be in this society that tries their best to crush us and beat us down. We see it clearly.
Right.
You understand? It didn't take Donald Trump. It's been happening. He's just making it cool to do. Right? So to see a brother or sister find some happiness, righteous happiness, not happy because they're high, not happy because they're drunk, not happy because they did something dirty, but just happy because they are thriving and striving and living in a society that is trying to beat them down every day. Be happy for that brother, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Be happy for that brother, man. Just be happy for that. And when I say brother, I'm talking about sisters too. It's synonymous. You know what I'm saying? Be happy for them. You know what I'm saying? They got a promotion at their job, whatever their job may be. Be happy for them. You know what I'm saying? They on a weight loss journey. Brother, do your thing. You understand? Whatever it may be. I don't have to be into it. What's the old saying? If you like it, I love it.
Right.
You understand? We're supposed to rejoice with each other. Be happy for each other. You understand? Keep reading.
And weep with them that weep.
Now, what does that mean? Brother, when you down, I'm down too. You understand? Growing up, we didn't eat in each other's face. If I had a sandwich, I'm splitting that. Get a slice, you split it. You get a Snapple. You say to brother something, you waterfall or whatever the case may be. We share. You understand? Because when you down, brother, I'm down. You understand? If you ain't got it, then I ain't got it either. If I do have it and you don't have it, then you got it too. You understand why? Because we in this together. Happiness, sadness, whatever, brother. I'm right here with you. You ain't drinking, I ain't drinking. You understand? You ain't going over there, I ain't going either. Then that's how we play it. You understand what I'm saying? That's how we play. And that's how we're supposed to do it. That's it. And rejoice for each other, and not just brothers, you know, not just sisters, you know. You understand? Not just the ones you know. That's easy to do. That's easy to do. It's the brothers and sisters you don't know at all. Never had a conversation with, but you see they're happy. You understand? You see they're happy. You see that they're doing right, or they down and out. You understand? Sometimes we might be walking down the street. You see somebody at the bus stop just crying. Somebody on the train just crying. When I say something, I'm talking about other brothers and sisters just crying. There's nothing wrong with asking them, "What, you all right? You want to talk about it?" And if they say, "No, I'm fine," just mind your business. Understandable. You understand? But there's nothing wrong with being able to rejoice with a brother and sister or weep with them as well. You understand? Let's read 16.
Verse 16. Be of the same mind, one toward another.
And that's how it should be. In the same mind towards each other. I value you. in your life. You understand? Brother or sister, I value you. You mean something. You understand? And if we kept that, if we developed a domino effect of that, we all just looked at each other like that, first of all, it will make this disgusting society mad as hell to see that these so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans are loving each other. They're holding each other to this high regard and this value for each other. We got to do something about this. This is too much. We got to keep these niggas. We got to keep these niggas and spits down here. Keep them all messed up and scrambled. You know what I'm saying? But boy, oh boy, the day that we all look at each other in the same way, be on the same mind, be on the same accord, you understand? That could shake something up. You understand? That could shake something up. And that's what we aim it to do. And that's what we're supposed to do. You understand? Be in the same mind to each other. Go ahead.
Mind, not high things.
Go ahead.
But consented to men of low estate.
You understand? Don't be too arrogant for a brother or a sister. That's the problem with these rap niggas, entertainers. You understand? I just seen an interview with what's the rap dude? Memphis Bleak. And he was talking about Jay-Z, and he was bringing up man, he's teaming up with Target and talking about Colin Kaepernick and how you try to stop Colin Kaepernick's movement. And Memphis Bleak said that nigga don't owe y'all nothing. You know what I'm saying? You don't owe all of that activist. We ain't into none of that garbage. You understand? You know why? Because he's too high up now. Brother got a taste of some money. And he forgot. He forgot about them nights in the staircase, the nights being outside. You understand what I'm saying? All night long because you don't want to go in the house. He forgot about all of that stuff. He forgot about them brothers and sisters that have lost their life. Forgot about the little girls that have been raped by their uncle. You understand? He forgot about the heroin addict. He forgot all about that because now he's high and mighty now. He got a couple of dollars that the white man can snatch when he feel like it. You understand? You know how many times by accident your debit card will freeze up. You don't know what the hell's going on. Yeah, the white man can stop that anytime he feel like it. You high and mighty because you can swipe something. One day you're gonna go in, it's gonna go doo-doo. You're gonna what that now you're gonna go crazy now. You understand? But that high and mighty still, you understand? Right. It's like, what the hell's going on here? Swipe it 10 times, trying to find it. You calling a hotline and everything, trying to find white man stop that when he feel like it. So we can't be arrogant to each other in a high mind, thinking you better than somebody. Right. You ain't better than nobody. You understand? You're just a slave with some better clothes on. Right. You understand? But you're still in the mosh pit, brother. Still here too, and you will be reminded. Ain't Diddy somewhere in prison right now? Right. That nigga was flipping and dancing all over the damn place. You understand? High and mighty. He went to had him out in Harlem on 125th Street. After he shook hands, nigga said, "Ugh, I need some sanitizer. So I didn't take a shower." He forgot. He forgot him and his mother used to be walking down the same street. You understand? He forgot all about that. Too high and mighty. Until the white man said, we got something for you. Now you sit in Fort Dix somewhere in New Jersey. You understand what I'm saying? With a whole bunch of men, criminals, real men that's in it for real. And you in there because you high and mighty. You ain't high and mighty now. So close to New York, but so far away. You understand? That's not the type of attitude we should have toward each other. To be arrogant, to be of a high mind. You understand? I'm not saying it. The Lord is saying it. The scriptures is saying that we shouldn't be that way. Why? Because we'll get reminded real fast, real quick. You understand? You get reminded real quick, knock you down just as fast as you went up. You understand? So we can't let material things or whatever we think in our mind, our little world, that make us think we're better than somebody. You understand? You see niggas, they anybody, even some sisters too. Sisters get high and mighty too. And as soon as they go ahead, brother.
So like what you was bringing up so heavy, you made it remind me of an incident that happened years ago with this rapper named Chameleon.
Oh yeah.
Him and Michael Jordan was at a party, so he idolizing Michael Jordan. He asked, "Can I take a picture?" And Michael Jordan responded by saying, "Nigga, I ain't taking no pictures."
Yeah, I ain't taking no pictures with no niggas. You know what I'm saying? You're high and mighty. High and mighty. And guess what? Michael Jordan said, I don't make my sneakers for ghetto niggas. I'm paraphrasing. I make my sneakers for white boys. And guess what? Who's dying over them sneakers?
Right.
You get a nice pair. I seen a nigga in the shelter. What they got? What's the new Jordans I know? Guapos is Guap something. Some same Jordans from 90 something. Then remix, put them out there, $250 something. You mean to tell me you can lose your life over that? You understand what I'm saying? You can lose your life over some Jordans. And he said, I ain't taking no pictures with no niggas.
Right.
Niggas is dying. You know what I'm saying? And going to prison, going to the cemetery and going to prison over Jordans. And guess what? Jordan is an owner of some private prisons, is he not? That's what they're saying, right? He got some. He's an investor in private prisons. You understand? I mean, come on now. That's high and mighty.
Right.
Absolutely high and mighty. You understand? It's to say to a young black man who's in a position to where he could come up. He made it. All right. He was rapping since he was 12. He made it up a little bit. And here go another black man that's up there. See if I can network, talk to him, tell him I looked up to him. Nigga, please. I ain't taking no pictures, no nigga.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? He forgot about that mud he came from out in North Carolina. You understand? He forgot all about that. You understand? That's how we cannot be towards each other. You understand what I'm saying? You can't look at no black man, but look at that bum ass nigga. Look at him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no dollar. You know what I'm saying? Get a job and talking to him like that. Next week, that could be you. Next week, that could be you, depending on how the white man feel. Because you ain't got no control in this society. Not to these worldly things. You do have a access pass to the Most High God, though. That's what the white man don't have that you got. You got a VIP pass, and I suggest you use it. Because if you get caught up in these worldly things, you're in a world of trouble. You're gonna be in a world of trouble. It's gonna make you forget about them brothers and them sisters that you left in the mud. It's gonna make you forget about them. And then when you get knocked back down and waddle around this mud, guess what? We still gotta love you.
Right.
Still gotta love you. This is when you say, welcome back, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I still love you. Let me help you navigate through this mud that you forgot about. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, smear it on your damn face. Get used to it. Welcome back. You understand? Before we get high-minded, as per what the scriptures say. That's how we should not be. Is it more on that?
Go on, God. Be not wise in your own conceit.
Yeah, don't think you know every goddamn thing. You understand? Because you don't. You're dumb. You understand? We're dumb. We don't know everything. And we should be happy we don't know everything. Because it gives us opportunity to learn more. That's why we should listen. Because we don't know everything. That's why we should be slow to speak. Because we don't know everything. It don't hurt that you can learn something new every day. Every day you wake up, that means you haven't done enough yet. Because you would be dead if you did enough. God ain't satisfied with you. There's more you need to learn. There's more you need to teach. There's more you need to do. You understand? If he was done with you, you'd be dead. Every day you wake up, thank God I woke up. Yeah. You better think about doing something. He's telling you ain't done yet. There's more you need to do. More you need to learn. You understand? Let's drop that. What's that? Romans? Let's go to Hebrews. I believe it's Hebrews 10, right? Let's go to Hebrews 10, all right? So once again, you know what I'm saying? Our job here is to bear each other's burdens, to have an understanding of each other, to empathize with each other, have some compassion with each other. And that's not soft stuff. That's hardcore stuff. To be patient with another brother and patient with another sister. You know what I'm saying? To take a deep breath and say, you know what? I'm going to get through this with this brother. That's tough stuff. Not go ahead and go off and go crazy and then lose your cool and then do something stupid and say, I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have said that. That's why the scriptures talk about your tongue. Watch your mouth. You're going to say something at your mouth and you're going to regret it. How do we know? Because somebody says something to you and it hurts your feelings. You understand? So therefore, you should know from experience, you don't like when people say certain things to you. Therefore, you shouldn't do it either. You understand what I'm saying? Let's read what we got. I'll give you all the scripts. 10 and 24, we're going to start at.
Come on, God.
All right?
Hebrews chapter 10, verse 24. And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works.
Now, what does that mean? Let's consider one another. All right. Let's sit back, right? And let's value each other. Let's love each other. Let's want to be around each other. And not only that, to provoke you to good works, let me push you to do the right thing instead of the wrong thing. Now, we already know, growing up, at least back in the day, growing up, once you're at about that 10, 11, 12, they're coming to see if you want to sell some crack. They're coming to see if you want to do something. You understand what I'm saying? Here come the initiators, the recruiters. They want to see what you want to do. I know growing up, boy, 14, get you a pack of some old Ready Rock crack, and you out. They put you out on the streets, and there you go. Because what you can do, you can take the charge. You can take the charge, do a little bit of juvie, come on out, and make yourself a career criminal. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it used to be. They didn't, a lot of brothers, and sisters, they don't nowadays, especially nowadays, they don't provoke the kids or men or sisters to do better. You understand? They got mad at NDIRE because the girl Young Miami got a song to my where all my scammers at? Or boosters or some garbage about stealing. Where my booster niggas at? I wish a broad would say some garbage like that. If I was boosting, what am I boosting for you? What does that mean? Where's my boosting niggas at? That sounds crazy. And that's a popular song for what I understand. Oh man, my boosters at some garbage. And then Darry said, damn, I guess we don't even want to grow as a people. And they got on top of her. Called all types of black monkeys and you're ugly and this, that, and the other, and everything else. Because she wanted to provoke the sister to do better. You understand what I'm saying? To do better. Nah. They can't do, just look at what's going on. It's not even cool for a sister to wear modest apparel. You understand? What's her name was looking fly in the BET Awards. Lauryn Hill had big dress on. You could see, but you couldn't see. You understand? Doing her best to provoke these sisters to do better than that. You remember the young sister that came to the class, had ass all out, had ass about as big as this table, shorts about this big. You understand? And was crying for help. Came up talking to us, crying for somebody to say, put some clothes on, sis. Right. You understand? It'll look better covered up. You understand what I'm saying? But now that everybody see it, I can't bring you home to my mother. Right. I can't bring you home to whoever I deem respectful. I can't bring you around them. You understand? Now, hot, drunk, messed up, high night, maybe somebody have fun with you. But to be treated and valued, you're not going down the right path. We have to start provoking our brothers and sisters to do better. Not saying do better in careers, and do better mentally, spiritually, emotionally. You understand? Do better with your thoughts, do better with your mouth, with your actions. Do better. Morals, integrity, honor, patience, respect, love, charity, forbearance. You understand? Things of this nature. We should be pushing them to do better. We should not have to go. What's little brother's name is in South Carolina that got unalived by that Chinese man that chased him 130 yards? Cyrus. And got unalived by the Chinese man. We shouldn't have to. We should be provoking these young brothers and sisters to open your own business. Everybody can't rap. Everybody can't sing and everybody can't play basketball. We can do other things. Push these, but show these brothers and sisters businesses and things of that nature to make them better. You understand what I'm saying? We got to provoke each other just to do well. Even a brother just came home from prison. Provoke him to do well. Push him to do well. You understand? Because we easy to help each other do wrong. Easy. Go smack that nigga. Right. Go shoot that nigga. You gonna take that? Hey, nigga, go over there and do that. Make sure you do that. Nah, man, go over there. If you a real man, what the scripture said, go to him and hold on. We'll talk to that man face to face. We'll talk to him. Look him in his face and tell him exactly how you feeling and what's going on. Instead of running up being a coward and running up on him and blowing his brains out like a sucker. Too afraid to go to the man and speak to the man. You understand? So y'all can both provoke each other to forgive each other and move on. Realize it was a misunderstanding. How do we do that? By listening, being slow to speak, being slow to get mad at each other. You understand? That can provoke a brother or sister to do better. You understand? To do better. There's nothing soft in squashing a problem.
Right.
You understand? There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing weak about that. We live to see another day, to make brothers and sisters even better. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what's going on out here now in these streets. All we got to do is look at what's going on in the street. You understand what I'm saying? Every day when we leave here tonight, right now, wherever your mode of transportation is to get home, you're going to see a brother or sister strung out, struggling, hurting. There's not milk and honey outside at this moment.
Right.
You understand? It's going to be nothing but pain and hurt and destruction and death and worry and stress outside this door right here. You understand what I'm saying? We should try to do something about it. You understand? Because the mentality is we can't do it. So I'm trying to get mine, nigga. You better get your. Listen, brother, it ain't gonna work that way. Not according to the Most High God. It just don't work that way. We need each other. You understand what I'm saying? We need each other. You understand? And we're gonna have to realize that. And there's certain little small things that can lead to bigger, bigger and better. Small things by listening, being slow to speak and scream on you and get mad at you, won't put my hands on you, or worse. You understand? Not sitting there plotting on another man's woman. That's big now.
Right.
Sitting there, you look at another woman. God, man, that nigga don't know what to do with that. Remember that one? Nigga don't know what to do with that. Nigga, tear that out, rip, twist all of them. That's the wrong mentality to have, brother. You understand what I'm saying? That's the wrong mentality to have, to sit there and want to stick your rod in that other man's woman. You understand what I'm saying? It's borderline alternative lifestyle.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Respect that man and his family. You understand? Let it go. You understand what I'm saying? There's plenty of women out here, instead of you lusting over another brother, you understand? You should be provoking them to stay together forever.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? That's what you should be provoking them to do. And stay together forever, man. Work that out, man. Don't beat her up, man. You know what I'm saying? Go for a walk, come back cool. If that's still your sister. Yes, it's your woman. Yes, it's your baby mom's. Yes, it's your wife, but it's still your sister. You know what I'm saying? Before anything. You understand? Still your sister. You gotta be patient with her the same way she gotta be patient with you. And to go back real quick about that high-minded. You understand? Sisters too. Don't get no doctorates and all of that. And now all of a sudden, nigga, give me my keys, get off my couch, nigga, you bum ass nigga, and all of that. We gotta get past that. Don't get high-minded. You understand? Because I hear sisters talk about their man all the time, but it's the same man that's knocking the lining out of you. So whatever he is, so are you. You understand what I'm saying? So we can't be high-minded and all of that. What we should do is talk, listen, be patient with each other, and provoke each other to do better. You understand? This is what the scripture is all about. You understand? Christ didn't walk around with those other black men sitting there putting them down. He corrected them and he pushed them to do better. How do we know? We're reading about them 2,000 years later. Damn, don't you want to push your brother to say, brother, you so valuable and what you got to offer is so strong. 2,000 years from now, they're going to be talking about you. Don't you want to push your brother to do that? Isn't that bigger than giving the brother a rag and saying if that nigga over there got another colored rag, kill his ass? I think I'd rather tell a black man that, listen, bro, you so good, they're going to talk about you 2,000 years later. I'm going to help you get there. And I hope you can take me along on the ride with you. You understand? I think that's more powerful. You understand? To talk about a nigga that came out the mud, that fought all through the depression and the stress, all them demons, to come up and stand up out the dirt and the dust and talk about this nigga 2,000 years from now. That sounds powerful to me. Maybe I'm insane, but I'm going to continue to be insane. That's what I'm going to do because I see value in brothers. That's in here in the UPK. We see value in brothers and sisters. Right. We want them to talk about you 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 years from now. Talk about you. You understand? Because you're that great. That's how we got to provoke brothers and sisters and mean it. Why? Because we read it in the scriptures. No matter what nobody say, this scripture, this book is made for so-called Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans according to the prophecies and the curses that are in these scriptures. This is the compass that we need to navigate through this wicked society, through the cesspool we live in. This is the blueprint. This has the problems, the solutions, and it has the rewards for following and the rewards for not following. Right here. It's easy to read. You understand what I'm saying? Why is it easy to read? Because you read a book to get your goddamn license. You read a book. I bet you read a book to get whatever certificate you got. You read some books. You understand? Well, guess what? We need to not just read this one, but live this one and breathe this one the truthful way. Not the will make you feel good way. You understand? Not that way. You understand? Not that. That make you feel good. A soft lie kill you. You understand? But a hard truth to help you grow. You understand? Let's see what else we got up here. Let's go to 25.
Verse 25.
Uh-huh.
Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together.
Now let's look up forsaking, just for brothers and sisters that may need to understand the forsaking. All right. It says not forsaking the assembly of ourselves. Let's see what forsaking means. Assembling means to gather together, correct? Right. So what's forsaking? Okay.
Forsaking is it means to be abandoned, deserted, or left entirely alone.
Now, what does that mean? So don't not want to be a part of brothers and sisters. Don't want to not be around them. We should want to assemble together. And let me ask you this, right? I'm going to just make the statement. In the UPK, we push us being together. And they say, man, them niggas is racist, man. They racist and they hate this and hate that. Is Chinatown assembled together? Right? Aren't they together? I don't hear nobody saying nothing about them being racist and all of that. And the Chinese Ku Klux Klan. I don't hear them saying that. You ever heard of Little Italy? That's here in New York. And other places. They got Little Italy. I just seen the mayor. He recognized Little Yemen, Little Pakistan. This is in New York City. They got a little Pakistan. Hasn't America been at war with the Middle East for what, 20-something years, almost 30 years?
Right.
More than that? They went to Desert Storm and all types of, every war you could think of since the 90s. They've been trapped out there in that sand. And they got a little Pakistan with people they're going to war with. Can you believe that? And what do niggas get? Stopped and frisked and beat up and unalived. You understand what I'm saying? We can't even have Harlem. They're gentrifying Harlem, gentrifying Bed-Stuy. You understand? We see men that been here for men and women been here for 60 years, curled up outside with on a goddamn cardboard box with purple feet. No shoes on their feet, diabetes, eating their feet up, gangrene, got all types of parasites on their body that they can't feel because the skin's rotting away. Meanwhile, Becky and Wilmington, they can walk down the street with their little dog and their children, not a fear in their eyes, just walking, going into a brownstone, and got to not have no curtains up. You can look all in the house. Chandeliers and just having a good, just happy. You understand? That's what we got going on here. This is real life. Go ahead.
I don't know what you're picking up. It's so heavy. Up the block from the school, there's construction that's going on from the breaking down of the old path mark.
Mm-hmm.
But across the street, there's a brownstone, and it's owned by an Edomite couple, man and a woman. I have seen homeless people, you know what I'm saying, find shelter in front of their brownstone.
Yeah.
And also what hurts is that across the street from the construction site, you got the construction cement blocks.
Yeah.
Brothers are sleeping on top of those cement blocks.
Right.
You understand? Risking their lives because during sleep, if they turn over, they can fall while a car is passing them.
Right. And that's and listen, that's real life. I'm a sidebar a little bit. I was talking to sister in the world, and she was telling me how her church, they looking to build some housing and all of this and all of that. So I'm just listening to it. So yeah. Well, in our neighborhoods, specifically in the Black Latino neighborhood, Native American neighborhood, there's a lot of churches here in Harlem. A lot. They got history. It was built in 18 whatever, and Langston Hughes went there, and James Baldwin, and everybody else. In a place where the church is just all over the place. Do you notice a trend that wherever all the churches is, a bunch of homeless black folks is at? You understand? There's brothers sleeping on cinder blocks. And if they roll over, a bus who don't stop for nothing can take it and run right over. The brother or sister is is nobody to society so much. If the bus did run over them, nobody would do nothing about it. The bus probably would keep going. Don't know what that was. Just keep rolling. And nobody's going to say anything. That's going to be a John Doe in some hospital somewhere. I was just talking to another brother in the world. He works for the trains, underground in the trains for MTA, where he fixes the tracks. All right. So he fixes the tracks. Do you know he works 5 days a week? Do you know 3 days out of those weeks they find a dead body down there? Can you believe that? I was shocked. I was like, what? He was like, man, there's a whole other world down there. While we sitting there waiting for the train, and look at that rat and all of that. Underneath it and down and across and all of that, somebody living in there. Somebody dead in there. As the train is going back and forth, there's somebody's child there. Somebody's father, somebody's mother, a sister, a cousin, someone who was somebody and got lost in the sauce, got lost in addiction, got lost in not being able to express themselves, not having nobody to lean on, not having nobody to talk to them, not having nobody to provoke them to do better, not having nobody that wanted to be around them as we're reading. You understand? They died alone in a rat-infested, garbage-infested tunnel. And somebody found them as there were another slave found them. Another slave that's down there working found them. And all they're going to do is take that man or sister to the morgue and go on. How many missing reports was made for that person? You understand what I'm saying? This is real life. This is what we're living in here. You understand what I'm saying? This is what we're living in. This is just what the reality of it is. You understand? And to avoid or prevent brothers and sisters from dying a horrible death like that, all it takes is for somebody to give a damn about it. Be willing to listen. You understand what I'm saying? To care. Just to listen. You understand? An open ear can prevent a brother or sister from just dying a horrible death like that. You understand? Rats probably crawling all in their mouth, all inside their body, eating out their organs. You understand? And we got the nerve to feel high and mighty. That could be me or you.
Right.
Could be me or you. And that's just here. Can you imagine out in Mississippi, Louisiana, somewhere? How many brothers and sisters probably in them swamps?
Right.
Have your ass missing out there. You understand what I'm saying? All because we're not listening. We get mad at each other, push people away, be high and mighty. That nigga's a dope fiend. That nigga's this and that. That sister's a whore, whatever the case. Just it's arrogance. Where we just turn each other away, and it's killing us. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. We got money. You know, we see Tyler Perry and all those other mother. They got money. Jay-Z got money. All that. We got money here. We got all these drugs. These people, the brothers and sisters that's out here on drugs, they buying it. They get money somewhere. But what we don't have is somebody to talk to. Ain't that crazy? That show you how money don't really mean nothing, bro. Right. Money really don't mean nothing. Pay your rent, pay your bills. The scripture says, give to Caesar what is Caesar's, and give to the Lord what is the Lord's. And what's the Lord's? Other brothers and sisters. That's the Lord's. You understand? You got to tend to them. You understand what I'm saying? Not get caught up in a society about materials and things of this nature. You understand? Because somebody somewhere is going to die tonight in their train that we about to get on. Somebody dead. We about to run somebody over tonight, going home to some more hell. You understand what I'm saying? And only take a little bit for us to be right down there with them, missing. You understand what I'm saying? Let's drop that real quick for time's sake. All right, what was that, Hebrews? Let's go to Ecclesiasticus. All right, in the Apocrypha. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 22. All right. Just going to go there. We're going to sit there and we're going to talk more about this brotherhood. All right. More about bearing each other's burdens. More about being available for brothers and sisters. You understand? Being available. I'm gonna tell you. I got these stories for that. I'm outside a lot. I was talking to another brother in the world, right? And he was rapping with another brother, talking all that. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, baby, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yo, call me, man. It was a brother going through something. He said, call me, man. You know what I'm saying? Call me anytime, man. I'm here for you. All of that. Boom. Seen the brother next day, 2 days later. He was like, yo, man, remember that dude I was talking to? Yeah. Man, that nigga called me 4 o'clock in the morning, man. I said, damn, really? Yeah, man. I told the nigga, look, man, if it's not an emergency, don't call me, nigga. I'm tired. I'm sleeping. I said, but damn, brother, you told that man to call you anytime. What if that man needed you? Oh, I'm telling you, man, listen, I gotta rest, man. The brother he ain't working right now, nothing. Got all the time to work. You know what I'm saying? He wants some type of assistance or whatever to help him with his rent and everything. He don't really have to work. You understand what I'm saying? My point is this. He told the brother, call me anytime. You understand? And the brother utilized that, right? He utilized it. He said, all right, called him. Nigga had a problem because he called me at night. Now, check this out. I'm sure if it was some hot vagina that called him, something to satisfy him. If somebody called and said, yo, man, I know it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I got $10,000 for you right now in this bag, but you got to come and get it. Matter of fact, you got to come to Pennsylvania and get it. He would have got on an e-bike and went there.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? With a hitchhike, crawled, did cartwheels to get that money.
Right.
But for another brother to call him, that he said to call, nah, I ain't got time for that, man. That's a rotten, disgusting attitude to have.
Right.
You understand? That brother could have killed himself or unalived himself, excuse me. Might have needed somebody to talk to. You understand? Because we all do. You understand what I'm saying? And that's something we cannot have that type of attitude and call each other brothers and sisters and all that. That's why this Muslim mind stuff, that's why it's garbage.
Right.
Garbage. They talk all that trash, man. It's garbage. The jailhouse religion. You know what I'm saying? They sell drugs and everything else, kill each other, everything else. Got rules. If you're a Muslim Aki, then we cool. Man, please, all that garbage. You understand? Worshiping Arabs. You understand? Right. Here we say that the real Jew is the black man. Right. We don't do Jewish. We ain't chilling with Weinstein and them. Nah. You understand? The Muslim brothers, they sit there and Aki, they go up in the store, Aki, and all to the garbage thinking they Muslim. Pissing on their beard and all of that orange beard walking around to my Aki. Them Arabs laughing at your dumbass. They laughing at you. At least if you was at least say we the real Muslims, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And all the rest of that, at least do something. But you see the Aki with your cap and your dress on, with your beard on, and you're destroying your own people. Willing to sell them crack. But Aki, he get a pass. You understand? You still pay for that chopped cheese, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You still gonna pay for it. That's it. So all this other garbage, this is just the garbage that we go through. You know what I'm saying? And people say, why you, but you know, whatever fits for the people. It ain't been fitting. It ain't been working. You understand? It hasn't been working. And they call us crazy, and we think you're crazy for believing this garbage and going along with it. But I guess it feels good. You understand what I'm saying? I guess it feels good. Let's see what we got here. Ecclesiastes what?
22, sir.
Yeah, let's go to 22 and 23.
All right. Ecclesiasticus chapter 22 and 23. Be faithful to thy neighbor in his poverty.
Hold on one second. All right, go ahead.
So one card.
So,
Be faithful to thy neighbor in his poverty.
what does that mean? Be faithful to your neighbor in their poverty. You understand? So people say that word neighbor, that could be anybody. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, nah, that's not every neighbor is your brother.
Right.
Because you can live next door to some funky African. That's not your brother. I seen an African a couple of weeks ago that I knew when I worked at this high school, and they see me. They say, hey. I said, what's going on, man? You know, so he just moved around and all of that. I said, what brings you to Harlem? He said, oh, I came to be with my people. I said, oh, your people? He said, yeah, my people on 116th. Now, you familiar with Harlem. 116th is all Africans.
Right.
All Hamites down there. And he made it clear, I came here to go to 116th Street. No one else. I came to go there with my people. Because you know why? Those are his neighbors. Who are my neighbors? The so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Those are my neighbors. Why? Because we come from the same mud, the same gook. You understand? We under these same curses. You understand? Those are my neighbors, as per the scriptures. You understand? It says, be faithful to thy neighbor in his poverty. What's that mean? Be faithful to that brother, even if they don't got nothing. Even if she don't got nothing, you still be faithful. Hold them down. You understand? Be with the brother. Be with the sister. At the bottom. In the mud. In the basement. Under the basement. You stick with them. Stay with them. Why? Because that's your neighbor. You understand? That's your brother. Everything we read is about sticking with your brother, being with your brother, being available for your brother and sister. You understand? Sticking with them. That's why a lot of these celebrities, right? That these high and mighty, high mind stuff. This is a universal question. When a nigga gets some money, what's the first thing he go and get? As far as a spouse is concerned, what they go get, Shaw?
White.
They go get doing white woman. You know what I'm saying? Go get you, got that money now. They ain't gonna go get you old white woman. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
They forgot about being with Keisha during the poverty. They forgot about her. Shakrisha and all of them, Shaniqua, they forgot all about them. They out. They was too rough for them. You know what I'm saying? You know the little one with the little ponytail right here, the little oxtail they got, that little boy, the one that can fight. They forgot all about it.
Right.
They didn't make that money and say, yo, listen, Shanika, listen, I'm gonna go get you a nice wig, girl. We're gonna get you that lace front thing they got going on. Get rid of that little oxtail you got back there. They forgot all about it. They went and got Sarah or Becky, right, whatever the hell her name is. You understand what I'm saying? They forgot about their neighbor in poverty. Forgot all about it. Michael Jordan, the one we just was talking about, the brother who don't take pictures with niggas, right, and don't give a damn about niggas and the sneakers and all. He left Juanita, his wife, over years. Years. Was with you when you was just ugly Michael Jordan before you can do anything with a ball. You understand? Because you know you was ugly. The money make you look good to these white folks. You just was another black nigga. You understand? And left, who would leave Juanita? Left Juanita for a white woman. Damn. The nigga about as black as this microphone and got a lily white girl. Now, how can she understand you?
That's right.
How can you come home at night and talk to her? What you going to say? Your uncle sure is getting on my nerves at work. I wish he would stop. But what can you say to her to make her relate to you? Someone who don't know nothing about getting stopped and frisked, since getting beat up in these beauty salons and the nail salons and all of that. Right. Becky don't know about none of that. She don't know nothing about the oppression. Nothing about it. She's not a neighbor at all.
Right.
You understand? So no matter what, we got to be faithful to our brothers and sisters in poverty. Be faithful when they're down and out. Don't forget them. Don't forget that mud, man. You understand what I'm saying? Don't forget. Why? You don't want nobody to forget you.
Right.
You understand? There's nothing wrong with being loyal. And have some honor, integrity, and some dignity, some decorum when it comes to your people. You understand? This is the time we should have it. We living in hell.
Right.
This is the time we should have it. We need each other right now. That's it. When we leave here, we say, yo, get on safe, brother. Get on safe, because it ain't guaranteed. It ain't guaranteed. That's it. The police person is right here. It's not guaranteed. That's it. You know how many times, brothers, it's a mistaken identity. The police will pull you up, tell me you fit the description. A nigga shoot you in the head because they thought you was Ronald. We thought you was him. Oh shit, that's the wrong nigga we shot. You as a black man, you don't know if you can make it home or not. Listen, brother, get home safely, man. Text me when you get home. Let me know you made it. You understand what I'm saying? Because it ain't promised out here. And this is the time right now where we better be loving each other a lot. We act like we can afford to not deal with each other.
Right.
We feel like we can afford it. You understand? We can't afford that. You understand? We can't afford that at all. We're gonna get deep in these scriptures. Read up what else you got up here.
Come on, come, sir. That thou mayest rejoice in his prosperity.
What does that mean? Be faithful with your brother and sister, your neighbor, when they're down at the bottom. Read again. That they what?
That thou mayest rejoice in his prosperity.
So when we do make it, brother, we're gonna really have a good time. We really came from the bottom together. We broke bread together.
Right.
You understand? We used to split honey buns. Now we in filet mignon and all of that. Don't it feel better to come up with being loyal with the niggas in the mud and bring them up out the mud, come out the mud together and stand together and be together instead of getting up here and getting high-minded, forgetting all about them, moving on now. Now you want to impress Whitey, see if you can get some more of their money and all of that. Forgot all about the niggas. You know what I'm saying? Forgot all about them. Wouldn't it feel better to bring all of them up? You understand? And when people, as Christians, say this, niggas don't owe nobody nothing.
Right.
When Jay-Z's a billionaire.
Right.
You could at least one of your buildings in Marcy, you could have bought them some condos or something. Put them in another place or something. You could have did, and I'm not counting this money and none of that's not my business. You know what I'm saying? All I know is a man of God is going to do something about it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? It's going to do something about it. Because you can do something about it. Because you can't forget them brothers and sisters in the mud. You can't forget the ones in poverty. And it'd be a whole lot better, feel a lot better that we will rejoice together coming up.
Right.
You understand? Back in the day, when we used to be outside playing, right? You might run into like a wall. Like there's you might run to a wall where it's a dead end. And in order to get over it, we used to take our hands and cuff them like this. So the brother sister step on your hand, and you push them up to the top of the wall so they can get to the top of the wall. And then when they get to the wall, they turn around, and without asking, without it being a rule, just off of instinct, what do? Turn around and give you your hand so they can pull you up with them. You understand? This is how it was with kids. You ever be running and you hop a fence and your man gets stuck on the fence? You don't keep running. That's against the rules. You got to turn around, go back up there, rip the shirt, rip whatever it is to get him off of there so we can go. You understand? We have to keep that same type of mentality as grown men and not let society get all inside of us and corrode us or make us feel something different. You know what I'm saying? Something where we just hate each other, and it's a dog eat dog world. Well, that's white people stuff. They do that. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? White folks hate each other. You know what I'm saying? I just put up a post about remember the white boy in Connecticut when they shot 26 kids. You know what I'm saying? And his mother. And the teachers. You understand what I'm saying? That's white folks. That's what they do.
That's right.
We don't do that.
Right.
And as much as I despise the white man, I still ain't gonna go do that to the white children. I'm still not doing that. You understand? Will a white man do it? Yeah, they even burnt down plenty of black churches.
Right.
Have you read about it? It's in the history books.
Right.
They done bombed all types of churches we ain't even know about. Stuff that we just read. We just talking about what we know. You understand what I'm saying? They done burnt down Tulsa, Oklahoma, everything else. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. They do that type of garbage. We don't do that. We stick together. That's why we can't have a Black Wall Street. That's why we can't have a Slocum, Texas. That's why we can't have a Rosewood. That's why we can't have these black communities where we're thriving. And the white people hate it so much. What do they come and do? Destroy it. Right. How do we know? Look at Harlem. All the Italians flooding it with heroin. Right. They made a goddamn whole Godfather Harlem series about it. Right. You understand? Britain's flooding the dope, flooding Harlem with dope, and it's still hitting to this day. You understand? Harlem got the most Narcotics Anonymous groups of damn near anywhere in the country besides maybe Compton. Right. You understand? Why? Because this is the conditions that we live in. We don't even have the space or the time to hate each other. How can I hate you? Ain't you? We here together. That's it. You can leave. People like, man, I'm gonna relocate down south. What you think is different down there? It's even worse. Crackers will shoot your ass just for look at them wrong. Talking about standing your ground. You can't even argue. You understand? This is what we live in. You can't hide your blackness. You can't hide who you are. You take that with you everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, Detroit, Chicago, St. Louis, New York, wherever, you still gonna be you. Ain't no cop gonna put you and say, "Oh, you a New York one? Oh, you good?" No, nigga, it don't go like that. Get out the car. That's it. Pull your pants down. That's it. Crack your ass right here in front of everybody. That happens, you know. That happens, you know. They'll run up on you. You know what I'm saying? Make you check your balls and everything. Excuse me. Your scrotum. They're outside in front of everybody. And then tell you, sorry, we thought you were somebody else. Go ahead on. Smack you in your ass and you're going about your business. Grown ass man. Now, how do you go home and look your kids in the face now and your wife? After this white man have violated you, went up in your butt. Right. After you walk home from work or wherever you're walking from, minding your business. This is what we live in. Brother, we need each other. We need each other. We need to stop doing a lot of this videotaping. We need to start doing some actions behind this. Stop choking at me. Oh, it's good to videotape. We want to start taking some risks. Because you go to Brooklyn, to them Jewish communities. Let the cop go and choke one of them fake Jews. Oh, they're gonna come here, they're gonna jump right on. They stopping that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to have the same value and love towards each other. I know somebody's disagreeing with what I'm saying out there, but I can give a damn. Because I'm going outside of reality. And so, go ahead.
Slide down to one slide, sir. But you bringing out is so heavy. I remember years ago there was some footage of the Jewish man was getting arrested by police officers.
Right.
And the rest of the Jewish men, they don't came together to just scream. Mm-hmm. Scream. Mm-hmm. And that backed them. And necessarily back the NYPD off, but just to have that that presence, that togetherness with one mind and one accord. Right. That was heavy. When they all screamed because they saw one of their men in danger. Yeah. One of their own men in danger. They all screamed to try to back the police up.
Right. Yeah. Because they believe in sticking together. Right. They believe that. You know why? Because they stole our heritage. Right. They stole our belief. They went in this book and said, that's not them, that's us. Right. And the world believed them. You understand? The world believed them. That they the people in the book. They believe Deuteronomy 28:68, where it speaks about going to them slave ships and going to be sold to your enemy to be bondmen and bondwomen, to where you won't see your homeland again, and you're gonna be. They say that's them. You understand? And you see how they get treated, right? Listen. We got to do something different, y'all. Right. You know what I'm saying? We got to do something absolutely different. We see what we're doing is not working. Not being together is not working. Hating each other is not working. Having that dog-eat-dog world and be competing with each other is not working, y'all. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's not working. And is it hard to do? Maybe. Is it impossible? No, it's not. You understand what I'm saying? No, it's not. We have to live for something. You understand? And I know in the UPK, our purpose of living It's to uplift our brothers and sisters. That's just the name of the game.
Right.
That's what we signed up for. You understand? That's what we signed up for. Why? Because we serve a black man that the world knows as Christ, and he signed up for it. He did it. Okay? It's not this white man that got painted on this thing till his birthday's on 25th of December. No. Scripture say he was an austere, strong, forceful black man. And guess what? He died for us. And he didn't have to. He cared for his brothers and sisters. How can you say you believe in Christ and not be like him? Or try to at least be on it? You may not, well, of course, we got our faults and ups and downs, but damn it, we can still keep the same mission.
Right.
That's it. The scriptures say no greater love than a friend laid down his life for his friend. That's in the scriptures. I'm paraphrasing. Right? Let's finish reading this real quick. Read it from the top.
Be faithful to thy neighbor in his poverty.
Stick with your brothers and sisters when they're down and out. Go ahead.
That thou mayest rejoice in his prosperity.
So we can be happy when we come up, when you come up. You understand? So we can be happy together. Go ahead.
Abide steadfast unto him.
I mean, stay strong. Stay down. Go ahead.
In the time of his trouble.
When the brother's going through trouble, stay with him. Stick with him. Don't give up on him. Don't turn your back on him. Yeah, what he said hurt your feelings. I know you didn't like what he did. Forgive him. You did wrong too, nigga.
Right.
You want somebody to forgive you too, right? But you forget that brother. You stick with that brother through hard times. He's going through something. You understand? Any black man that wake up in the morning and keep going and you don't blow your goddamn brains out of your own head, brother, I commend you. Because this society is trying their best to kill you. And you still going? Man, stick with that brother during them times of trouble. Every day's trouble.
Right.
So when he crack a smile, man, be happy for that nigga. And when he ain't cracking one, you don't crack one either. Stick with him through times of trouble. The scriptures is saying it, not me.
Right.
I'm not Langston Hughes. I'm not writing no poetry. I didn't write this. I'm just reading it. Go ahead.
That thou mayest be here with him in his heritage.
So we can be on top together. Heirs. That sounds like some kingdom talk to me.
Right.
We can kick our feet up together, nigga. So look where we came from. Yeah, look where we came from. But the journey's not over. We got to go get the rest of the brothers and sisters in the mud too.
Right.
We got to go get them too. You understand? Not say we are dealing with niggas and all of that other type of garbage that they say. You understand? That we can be heirs together. Go ahead.
For a mean estate is not always to be contemplated.
You understand? That whatever a brother may be going through, that don't mean they're going to stay there. You understand? That means they're going to stay there. They're going to come up out of that. And we're going to help each other come up out of that garbage. You understand? Keep going.
Nor the rich that is foolish to be had in admiration.
You understand? We're not going to admire the rich. We don't have to. Because the scriptures say we are rich. Even though we're poor, we may not have no money, may not have yachts and all that. We don't need that.
Right.
We got us.
Right.
And I value a brother more than sneakers, more than a yacht. You know what I'm saying? More than a gold chain, more than a watch, more than all of that filth and garbage that the white man try to push in a poor man's face. I value the breath of a black man and sister more than that. It's more than that. The scriptures say this. Pull a spittle for me. And was it Second Esdras? I think it's in the book of Second Esdras. Yeah, let's pull that real quick. We want to end on that note, all right? Pull that real quick. Just a quick little scripture to see why we should value each other. We want to see what the Most High God said about us and why we should be patient with each other. You understand? Why we should take the time to listen to each other. You understand? And guess what? Someone's going to take the time to listen to you. And if nobody did take the time to listen to you, then you should understand what it means to not be heard and be willing to hear somebody else. Instead of passing the pain along, you got to learn somehow, some kind of way to stop it. Recognize it and stop it. No, it didn't happen for me, and I know how much it hurt. Let me not do it to somebody else. Let me not treat another brother this way. Let me not cut them off. Let me not tell them don't call me 4 o'clock in the morning because I'm sleeping.
Right.
You understand? You got plenty of time to sleep, nigga. Have you seen the cemetery? There's a whole lot of people sleeping. You got a whole time. You got a lot of time to sleep. You can wake up for that, brother.
Right.
Shake it off. You know what I'm saying? Shake it off. Read what you got.
The Lord God, 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 56. As for the other people.
As for who?
The other people.
Go ahead.
Which also come of Adam.
Yeah, everybody comes from Adam, right? Adam, everybody comes from Adam, no problem. But go ahead.
Thou hast said that they are nothing.
Say it again.
Thou hast said that they are nothing.
Them other people, that's not us. Most High God said they're nothing. That's what they said. So that black man, that black woman that's living in hell, going through hell, depressed, lonely, stressed out, confused, hopeless, maybe sick. God said, even with all of that going on, still that white man is nothing. That Chinese man is nothing. That thinking African is nothing.
Right.
You understand? That Arab is nothing. Them other people are nothing. Even though you going through hell, they are nothing. How do I know? The Bible said it. Keep going.
But be like unto spittle.
Be like what?
Unto spittle.
You ain't worth my spit. And when you honor a black man, you should tell him, brother, let me tell you something. Your spit is more valuable than anybody else you think is important. When I say other people, I'm talking about these white folks. This society that's trying to beat you down, God said they ain't even worth your spit.
Right.
I can hawk something and spit it out, and it's worth more than Elon Musk, Trump, and everything else. You understand? We got infinite spit. We can't put no price on it. Spit. So imagine who you are. You understand? Imagine who you are. And we got to tell each other this. We got to make sure that we encourage each other to believe this. And no matter what you're going through, I'm your brother. I'm going to stick with you through the mud. I'm going to be with you. I'm going to forgive you. I'm going to be patient. I ask you to do the same for me. And we're going to come out the mud together. We're going to love it. You understand? And we're going to provoke each other to do well. You understand? And these other people, we're going to let them know that they ain't even worth our spit, let alone our time. You understand? Keep going.
And liken the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
They ain't nothing. Just a little drop, a little drip drop. They're not even worth it. But guess what, black man? You are,
right,
according to the scriptures. You understand? You're the salt of the earth. More precious than fine gold, the scriptures say. We got to honor each other like that. And then when we do, we'll show it. I love you is an action word.
Right.
I'm down for you. I'm with you. I'm riding with you. Those are action words. You understand? And talk is cheap. All right, so let's just keep moving forward, all right? Priest Nobles of 5,000 Shalayah. This is the Brotherhood class, all right? Tune in next week to the Brotherhood class. Tune in tomorrow for the law class. Keep it going. Until next time, if there is a next time, stay strong, stay focused. You understand? Understand your worth. Understand who you are. You understand? And understand who your brother is too, and who your sister is too. And that go for your children, your aunties, your uncles, whoever else. And the nigga that you don't even know. The nigga that stepped on your nice, fresh white sneakers, forgive him. He's worth more than them damn sneakers.
Right.
He bumped into you, I know. He's staring at you too long, say what's up. And keep it moving, keep it pushing, and be about serving the Lord and taking care of his people. You are obligated to do such, as per the scriptures. And with that, Israel, say shalom.